Yo, what's up, Virgo? Welcome to monthly forecast for the month of June 2018. Virgo, a lot of important astrology happening this month once again. We've got a new moon, which is going to happen mid-month. And then we've got Neptune, which is going to be going retrograde. Then Mars is going to go retrograde after that. And then we have a full moon at the end of the month. But for you, Virgo, throughout the month of June 2018, the sun is going to be in an area for you that has to do with your professional life. So get ready to put your professional hat on. You're going to be busier in your career, more busy than you usually are. And authority figures are going to factor more into your life throughout this time. There's going to be, more of a high pace. So there's going to be, just a lot more going on in your career and in your professional life for the first 3 weeks of June 2018. The sun is going to shift on June 21st. And this is going to be more about your friendships and your social situations. So after June 21st, when the sun shifts, this is a time to take your professional hat off. This is a time for being extroverted. It's a time for going out with your friends, having some fun. But those are the main themes for you, Virgo, for the month of June 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, June 1st, Venus will positively aspect Jupiter, which is retrograding. And this one has to do with if there is anybody who you're attracted to on social media. If you're single, this might be a great time to connect with them. If you want to, who knows, maybe you want to start the conversation by, you leave a flirty comment on their post or, like one of their posts or, just something to initiate something, Virgo. I mean, if you're just going to sit there and think about somebody who you like and you think and you never make an effort to make a connection, well, guess what? That person's going to go get involved with somebody else. So don't miss your opportunity, Virgo. If you're attracted to somebody in your friendships or on social media, make it known to them. If you are coupled up already, potentially this is you and your significant other, or this is you and, whoever's a part of your love life. This is a great day for you to go out with that person somewhere social, or, maybe you can meet up with your friends and do something like a group activity together. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you. On June 6th, Mercury will aspect Neptune. And some of you are feeling a little bit pulled on June 6th. Like, one way you want to go, like you want to focus more on your relationship, and then on the other side of the aspect, it's like your career is really calling your attention, and your ruler Mercury's there where your career is on June 6th. So there's a lot of communication happening in your career. You're really busy in your career, not to mention that the sun is in the same area. So it's putting a lot of emphasis on this aspect of your life. And some of you could really feel like, hey, I'd like to focus more on my relationship, but then at the same time, professional matters really are calling your attention. So there might be a little bit of an imbalance there. So you have to see how that's resonating in your life right around June 6th. On June 8th, Mars will aspect Saturn. And this is like, especially for some of you who are single, there's an attraction to somebody who you know from your line of work potentially. And this could be like a true love connection for some of you. So that's not going to be the situation for all of you. For others of you, this is not about love. This is more about creativity. So this is more about, how creative can you be in your workplace, Virgo? It's like the more creative you can be in your workplace, the more successful you will be. And, Saturn's retrograding there. So Saturn's more of a long-term influence. Saturn's more of a gradual influence. So, whatever you're working on creatively, especially for you Virgos who do have more of an artistic line of work, this is like a gradual process, and you will have success eventually, but just know it's not going to happen overnight. On June 13th, there's a new moon. It's going to hit in your sector of career. So this could be some new career opportunities coming down the pike for some of you. I'm not saying like the new moon's going to hit on June 13th and the 6 months that follow June 13th. I'm not saying all Virgos are going to like jump ship career-wise during those 6 months. But, if you are looking for a new professional opportunity, Virgo, then now is the time to make some moves. So, for others of you, you really are rooted in what you do professionally and you really do love what you do. So you are happy with your current role. So this is just building upon your current skills and abilities that you have just to make yourself more proficient in what you're doing right now. It's going to resonate differently for all of you. This also has to do with the way you are viewed by society and the public. So the public and society might be taking a new perception of you in the 6 months that follow June 13th. So, this is a positive thing. So this is a new positive way that society is going to see you in the 6 months that follow June 13th. I think that's something you should be really excited about. On June 16th, Uranus will aspect Neptune. Now, whenever Uranus is involved, it's like the course of events throughout the day could differ than any other normal day, and you are someone who's really about routine. So, on June 16th, you just need to go with the flow, because it's like the way Uranus works, it's like, okay, so any day Uranus is not in the picture, you have like a normal day, things are the same. And then all of a sudden there's a day where Uranus is aspecting another planet, it's aspecting Neptune on June 16th. So you might notice that the course of events of the day on June 16th differ from what you're usually used to. Now, for some of you, somehow faraway places could factor into right around this time. For others of you, this might have to do with somebody who's from a cultural background that's different from yours. Some of you are attracted to somebody who's from a cultural background that's different from yours. Some of you have attractions to someone who's in a faraway place, potentially, because, where Neptune is has to do with relationships. So, some of you really can you can really create some kind of union, especially for those of you who are single. You can create a union with someone who's from a cultural background that's different from yours. Potentially this person's from a faraway place. I know these are really specific examples, but, somehow this distant locations thing is factoring into your life right around June 16th. And somehow spirituality is coming in. So, I don't know if some of you are spiritual or not, but potentially if you're watching this video, you are spiritual in a way it's a more of an alternative type of spirituality, like the esoteric arts is numerology, tarot, astrology. Maybe some of you are pretty interested in that right around June 16th. Well, that makes sense because, just to jump to numerology real quick, June 16th, 1 plus 6 is 7 in numerology. 7 is the number of spirituality. It's a great day for absorbing spiritual information. On June 18th, Neptune will begin to retrograde in your sector of relationships. So this is like if you are coupled up, you're reviewing your relationship, you're taking your time. This is Neptune is going in reverse and putting it just looks like it's going backwards, but it's not really going backwards. It just looks like it is. That's what retrogrades are. It's when the Earth is passing the retrograding planet, so it makes the planet look like it's going backwards. It's an illusion, which is interesting because Neptune is a planet that has to do with illusion, but what I'm saying here is that, with Neptune's retrograde, it's like, put the brakes on a little bit in your relationship, let your relationship develop naturally. Some of you are pretty like you want things to be for sure all the time in your relationship, and yeah, that's fine. I'm sure things are fine for most of you, but this is just saying, just take it easy, let your relationship develop naturally. If you're single, this might be like you just have to work a little bit harder to get a relationship off the ground. It's not that you can't enter a relationship with somebody while Neptune's retrograding from June 18th and November 24th, but you might just have to make a little bit more of an effort. And once again, just let things unfold naturally, Virgo. For others of you, this is pretty specific, but, potentially maybe somebody coming back into your life who you used to be with. That's a very specific example. Obviously, that's not going to happen for all of you. On June 21st, Venus will oppose Mars. And this one is about, Venus is an area that has to do with rest, and Mars is in your sector of work. So, it sounds like some of you are pretty burned out. I mean, you're just like working long hours. You're staying too many late nights at the office. Maybe some of you want to get some exercise, but you really can't, you probably can, but you're just too exhausted. So it's like, try to get the work-life balance thing figured out, Virgo. I know, you are very conscientious about what you do, but at the same time, you need to concentrate on your health. If you're working too much and it's not affecting your health in a good way, then that's not good. Maybe you need to let whoever your superior is know that you need to take a little bit of time off. So, that's pretty specific. It's not going to resonate for all of you like that. On June 26th, Mars is retrograding well, Mars will start to retrograde, and it's going to retrograde so much it's going to go back into your sector of creativity and love on August 12th, and then it's going to move direct again on August 27th in that same area, sector of creativity and your love life, and then it'll move forward so much again that it's going to move into your sector of work and health again. So these areas of your life need more attention. Mars is pretty quick. It just goes quickly, sign to sign. It actually takes about 2 months for Mars to go through each sign, and now it's going to be here for an extended stay in these areas because it's saying that something needs to be revised in these aspects of your life. You need to put more focus on something that's happening in these aspects of your life. For some of you, it has to do with work. For some of you, it has to do with love. For some of you, this has to do with creativity. On June 28th, there's a full moon in your sector of love and creativity. It's going to be one or the other or both for some of you. So a development of some sort in these areas of your life. So maybe if you're happy in your romance, this is taking it to the next level coming down the pike following June 28th. Don't lie to yourself, Virgo. Some of you Virgos, yes, you are genuinely happy. Others of you, it's not going so great. I'm not saying you're going to break up, but maybe some of you will, and that might be good because it's going to free up some space to bring somebody better in your life. If you are happily coupled up, then maybe you're thinking about taking it to the next level. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next time.